Out of the many, many motorcycles that have come and gone here in the Philippines, there are some that really made their mark. The Yamaha NMAX is one of them. It's been what? 7 years since dumating to dito sa atin, ganun nakatagal, and it's still here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. In fact, meron pang bago eh. Itong V2 kung tawagin ng motorcycle community. And that's what we'll be reviewing today. 2 years since its arrival, is it still as strong as ever? Let's find out. This revamped version of the NMAX features slightly different styling, pero ganun pa rin yung overall shape niya. Malaki pa din dito sa ibabaw, may windshield ka pa din dito, tapos itong headlight, kung titingnan mo, ganun pa din yung korte niya. But if you look closer, you'll notice that this has a more prominent light signature. Mas pansin yan paggabi. Tapos dito naman, kung makikita nyo, dati yung signal light niya, isang buong panel. Ngayon, binabaan nila, tapos niliitan nila. Frankly, it looks way cleaner and much better than the old one. Dito sa likod, mas mapapansin niyo yung mga binago ng Yamaha dun sa NMAX. Dati meron dito yung rectangular na taillight na sobrang laki. Ngayon, meron ng butterfly-like taillight design to match the headlight. It actually looks a lot better than the original design. Now underneath, you have 13-inch front and rear wheels. Same lang sila. You have 125mm of ground clearance and 765mm seat height. Check out the nice gray finish on this scooter. This is what Yamaha calls the power gray. And out of the 4 colors listed on the Yamaha website, ito lang yung walang brownish or bronze wheels. And ito lang din yung may red 155 dun sa NMAX badge. Now before we get on the saddle, kalikutin muna natin kung anong meron tayo dito. Silipin muna natin yung upuan. Yan. You're looking at 23.3 liters of cargo space dito sa ilalim na upuan. Sa totoo lang, medyo nasanay ako sa scooter ko. Feel ko medyo maliit to. Pero sa totoo lang, medyo malaki yan. Kasya isang helmet dyan sa ilang gamit. Tapos, dito naman sa harapan, you have a small compartment here. Dito naman sa kabila, meron kang isang pocket. Kasya dyan ang cellphone, gloves. Ayan, kita nyo naman. Okay din siya kasi hindi siya nababasa pag umuulan. Napansin ko nung isang ride ko dito kasi naharangan siya nito. Sana lang though, nilagyan ng Yamaha ng USB-A charging port instead of a 12-volt socket kasi sino nga bang gusto gumamit ng adapter, diba? So moving on to all the switches and buttons here, you have the start-stop switch dito. And medyo seamless yung usage na. Tapos ito, hazard, may hazard siya. And of course, ito yung push-to-start ignition. Sa kabila, you have the bright and the dim switch, signal lights, and busina. Tapos ito, andito yung switch para gamitin yung instrument cluster, which I will show you right now. Buksan natin yung motor. Ito pala by the way, ito yung fuel and seat. Pagbukas ng fuel and seat, pipihit mo lang ito para mabuksan sila. Tapos ito naman dito, ito yung switch na sinasabi ko, magbabago yung information dito. Ayan, trip 1, trip 2, merong fuel economy per trip. Tapos yung battery and traction control system on, yung odometer. Meron ding indicator if kailangan mo palitan yung oil or yung V-belt. This has the Yamaha Motorcycle Connect, yung Y-Connect app. You can connect your phone to the motorcycle itself via an app on your smartphone. Hindi naman siya yung parang sa ibang motor na mala Android Auto, Apple CarPlay na yung features. Hindi naman. Pero, mamamonitor niya yung status ng motor mo, mamamonitor niya yung trips mo, pwede mo rin i-log through the mobile app. Tapos, meron din siyang message and phone icons dito. Mag-flash sila pag may tumatawag sa'yo or pag may nag-text sa'yo. So, madali mag-pull over, madali mag-check ng phone mo. Yan. Sa makina naman, the NMAX is powered by a 155cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine with a single overhead camshaft. No complaints in terms of performance kasi malakas talaga bumatak tong makina na to. They're still dragging from a standstill but it's noticeably less here than it is in other entry-level small displacement scooters. Now if you're wondering about pagtutulin, kayang-kaya niya, no problem. One small gripe ko lang talaga sa engine na to, medyo magastos siya sa gasolina for a 150cc engine. Ang nakuha ko dito, 32.1 km per liter. Ngayon, dun sa mga similar motorcycles tulad nito, through the same riding conditions, kagaya ng dinaanan ko, meaning heavy traffic plus non-economical highway riding, or in other words, pinipiga ko yung linyador, I still get significantly better figures, usually at around 40 kilometers per liter. Siguro yun lang talaga yung drawback dito sa NMAX para sa added performance niya and power. All that being said, I'm confident that with more relaxed riding and less of the heavy traffic I went through, you can still get somewhere around 40 kilometers per liter with this one. Ngayon, pag nagpapatulin ka dito sa motor na to, hard braking will not be an issue, that's for sure. It features front and rear ABS, so hindi ka matatakot na kahit medyo matulin ka tapos pepreno mo ng biglaan. The technology will keep both tires from locking, so sure kang may traction ka pa rin even in sudden hard braking situations. Of course, sa real life day-to-day situations, hindi naman issue dapat na lagi ka nag-hard brake. If you're riding at city speeds lang naman, kundi ka naman laging tumututok sa nasa harap mo, hindi naman dapat problema yung hard braking, so hindi naman dapat deal breaker kung walang ABS yung motor. So madali lang upuan yung NMAX kasi mababa nga lang siya. 765mm lang yung seat height, tapos since mabigat ako, pag naupo ako, bumababa din. Ang thing lang dito, kapag medyo maikli inseam mo or malaki hita mo tulad ko, makakasagaba lang sa pag-flat foot kasi malapad yung upuan. Pero overall, okay naman since kahit may kabigatan siya, 131 kilograms, kasama yung langis, kasama yung full tank, madali pa rin siya yung maneuver kasi nakakatulong nga yung mababang seat height. Now as for the riding position, okay din siya kasi maganda yung positioning ng stepboard. Same lang din naman sa lumang NMAX. Very comfortable siya lalo na pag nag-cruise ka na lang sa highway. Malambot din yung upuan, so pag long ride, very comfortable, hindi siya masakit sa puwet whatsoever. Ang isa lang kailangan i-note though ay yung position ng pillion rider kasi malapad yung pillion seat tapos yung position ng foot pegs medyo mataas. Yung girlfriend ko angkas ko madalas, she's 5 foot flat and nahihirapan siya dito. On one long ride from Laguna to Manila, nangalay siya sa pag-upo. If meron sa inyo may laging angkas sa NMAX, anong review ng pillion nyo? Let us know in the comments. Now as for the suspension, malambot naman yung ride ng NMAX. It's a bit on the floaty side pero hindi siya matagtag. Sa usual na pangit na kalsada dito sa Metro Manila, okay lang siya. Of course, wag mo lang idadaan sa mga malalang lubak, pero for the most part, very comfy mag-ride gamit tong NMAX and swak na swak talaga for city riding. Ngayon ang tanong, is this worth 150,000 pesos to you? Sa akin, oo, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree. Several years down the line, magka-updates man or wala, I'm sure you'll still see a lot of these NMAXs on the road. Anyway, that wraps it up for us today. This has been Leander Gesha for Top Gear Philippines, and I'll see you in the next one.